Hey all, good morning. Um, a lot of people commented on the interview I done about depression a couple of years ago, and I just wanted to follow up. And a lot of people have been asking what I take now for depression and if it helps me. So I thought I would just go through some of the stuff I do take. Let me, before I start, say if you're coming to this and you have depression or you have family members depression, you're trying to help them. Diet is absolutely crucial. You can't eat crap basically and expect things to be good. You can't be eating a really bad diet and expect that depression to go away because it's not going to happen. Bad food actually feeds depression. Sugar feeds depression without a shadow of a doubt, in my experience. I've said before, if I eat a muffin or a Mars bar or something, I can guarantee I'm going to feel crap the next day, like really, really down and sometimes actually really clinically depressed. So sugar for me is an absolute no-no. Um, Natural sugars, I find, in my case, maple syrup and stuff are fine in moderation, but processed white sugar or processed white sugar in something like white bread and so on is a no-no. It kills me. So I have to avoid that. Let me say as well, when I say things like that, sometimes people say, oh no, maple syrup is bad. Listen, we've all got different opinions on this stuff. Even our top doctors have different opinions on this stuff. For me, maple syrup is fine. Some of the sugar alcohols are fine. Honey is fine, all within moderation. But white sugar kills me. That's just me. So maybe you'll find that you can't live with those things. We're all different, and we've all got different reactions to things. Exercise. One of my big issues is I don't exercise enough. I sit in this office for 10, 12, 14 hours a day at my computer, and it kills me. I don't get out enough. I don't get the blood pumping enough. I don't get the exercise. Exercise helps with the endorphins, helps with everything that goes on in the brain, and is important. And water. Before I go into supplements, the last thing is water. You got to be hydrated. You got to drink water. I actually have got myself a hydrogen water machine, which I think helps me a lot. They're very expensive compared to drinking normal water. But again, what price do you put on getting rid of your depression? I guess because it can absolutely devastate lives, as you know if you have it, and you know if you watch someone who has it, and you see it in their eyes. My kids see it in my eyes, and I see them seeing it in my eyes, and it kills me. It absolutely kills me because you feel as if, well, dad's not well, dad's got a disease, dad's mentally unstable, dad's whatever, and it's horrific. So the things I'm going to go through with you are the things that help me. And again, I say, please don't write in and tell me, well, that's not a good idea, that doesn't help. It helps me. So I know it will help a lot of you. The first supplement that I take that I recommend everyone who's got depression takes is niacin. Now, if this is back to front on your screen, I'm sorry. It may not be, but niacin was espoused by Abram Hoffer, who was personal physician to Bill W., who started Alcoholics Anonymous. And he recommended niacin to Bill W., 3,000 milligrams a day. That's 3 grams a day. And within a few weeks, Bill W., his depression had cleared, his anxiety had cleared, and he was recommending to Alcoholics Anonymous that they actually build in niacin, a supplement regimen, to the 12 steps. But his medical advisors turned that down. They didn't want to do that. And the reason he did that was so many alcoholics actually suffer from depression as well. And Bill W. thought that the niacin would help them. Now, I can't go into detail, but one caveat on niacin: if you take straight niacin, it can give you a niacin flush. So your whole body goes really bright red, you tingle and you shake, and it scares the crap out of some people. But if you start with small doses and you build it up, your body will become accustomed to it. You can also get what's called no-flush niacin, which is niacinamide or inositol hexaniacinate. You can take either of those. They're no-flush niacin. They're not quite as good for depression as straight niacin, but they're 80% as good, 50% as good, whatever. It depends on the person. But no-flush niacin can also work. And I would recommend, if you've got depression, you really should be taking niacin every day. Okay, that's number one. Number two is B vitamins. You should be taking a B vitamin every day. A vitamin complex, it can be a B50, which means there's 50 milligrams or micrograms, depending on the B vitamin, in each tablet, or a B100 is double that strength. But you should be taking a B vitamin every day. Chromium. I also take chromium. Chromium helps with blood sugar, helps to stabilize it. And again, as I say, in my case, blood sugar is one of the major kickers of depression. So chromium helps your blood sugar. You should be taking vitamin C. Everybody, in my opinion, should be taking vitamin C. Now, again, people are going to say, oh, we get all your vitamins from natural food and just eat the right foods. You do not get enough vitamin C from natural food. You just don't. And we as humans do not make vitamin C in our bodies, whereas most primates do. So you need to be supplementing vitamin C. Some people can get away with supplementing very little. Some people supplement a heck of a lot. Again, find what's comfortable for you, but vitamin C will help you. I also supplement with magnesium. I use a good quality magnesium supplement, and that helps me a lot. Again, that one actually is a nice taste. You can put in some water, perfectly fine to drink. Magnesium is good. There's some other things. I take L-tryptophan, a good quality. This is the best quality I've found of L-tryptophan. That's it if you want to have a closer look. And that helps me. I did try GABA, which was recommended to me. GABA actually didn't help me very much. I didn't find a lot of use in GABA. So what I've given you there is really from most important to least important as far as what I take. There's one other thing that I found recently which helps me enormously, and it's controversial. I did try CBD oil, by the way, for a while. Very expensive. I didn't find a lot of benefit from CBD oil personally. I know a lot of people have. So CBD can help you with depression for sure, but it never really helped me. That's cannabis oil, basically. But the one thing that I did find, and this is a strange wrapper it's in, I've just written the strain on it, is a thing called kratom, K-R-A-T-O-M. Now, kratom is illegal in some countries. It's basically a powdered leaf that comes from Malaysia and countries over that region. It's not some way out there thing. If you Google kratom and you Google, actually Joe Mercola recently did an interview with one of the kratom specialists, I think from Florida, and he explains why kratom helps so many people get off really strong drugs. Kratom helps me enormously. 4 or 5 grams of kratom can really, really change my day. And I have tried a lot of different strains of it. You need to Google it. You need to look into it. You need to find that it's legal in the state that you live in or the country that you live in. The UK and Ireland, my understanding is that it's not meant to be something that you take. The US, I think it's legal in 48 or 49 states or something like that. There's a couple of counties in Florida that's not legal in, but it's legal most places. And it is really, really helpful to me. I mean, enormously. So that's just a list of what I take, and I hope that helps you. Depression is just a hateful beast, and it steals so many days. It has stolen so many days of my life, in my adult life. And if you've never had it, you can't really understand what people go through when they do have it, because it is just a total closing down of your brain in some instances. Your body's here, but your brain is just somewhere else and does not want to take part in anything that has any meaning. So if you suffer from depression, you have my sympathy. And I have heard people say depression is a gift. Personally, I don't ever see that. I think depression is a horrendous curse on a life, and I have been there for too long. This stuff helps me enormously, but I still suffer occasionally. And hopefully one day it'll go away. Who knows? But I hope for you that these supplements help. Take them in the order that I did them, apart from kratom, which kratom, honestly, to me, if you have no objections to kratom, and you need to really look into it and really read up about it, but kratom has been the most helpful thing I've taken recently. Niacin, I think, is a staple that you should be taking without fail. And I hope that helps. Have a good day.